from a certain local pub down that way. It seems to have more than enough money, or at least maybe there's a bit of Hawkstone Brewery writ large on the side of their bikes. Certainly, I think he did actually ride one once and he suddenly got it. He admitted he got it on the Vietnam trip. Right, here we go then. The revs rise. Lights. Oh, that's a bit of a flicker on the strange one there. Doesn't matter, they're underway. And that is going to be Ronnie Harris, who's going to lead the way from pole position. Everybody safely off the line, which is what we like to see. And of course, the other lap record that's up for grabs in this race is the rookie Mini-Twin lap record, which also went in the same race last year with the way of Will Howarth, who will be in this event. And Will's having a bit of a torrid time here on the Mini-Twin. It's just not coming together for him. Certainly not as well as his Clubman 600 championship. The hairpin, let's see, has everybody got round there safely? Is that somebody gone? No, it's just the furniture. Yeah, first couple of quarters have been negotiated up to Palmer as we come then, turn 3. And that's Bill Harris leading the way from Ronnie Harris. Ronnie with the white helmet, Bill with the black helmet, and Ronnie down the inside, I think, challenging his brother. We saw this yesterday where Bill was the quicker of the starters, but then Ronnie finds his way to the front. As we can see, that's James Narge in third with the pink wheels, isn't it, ahead of Mitch Ducran.
Costin was alongside him.
Oh, yes, sorry.
So close that you couldn't even see Steve Costin.
I genuinely didn't see Steve. You've got to recognise his bike. That's quite distinctive as well. So looks like we've got a good scrap. And I know we've got quite a bit of Dayglow orange there, but I think that's going to be the rookie Jack Noble somewhere in the top 7 or 8 as well. He's been very impressive indeed.
Rob Bryant will be there as well. He made a good start from the middle of row number 3, so 606 Rob Bryant and 24 Jack Noble, making good starts and leading the charge in the rookie Mini-Twins, as you said there, Keith.
Right, Connor Wolf, who I believe is absolutely no relation to Jack Wolf, though I've probably got that wrong as well, because we get something wrong eventually. But it is Connor Wolf who is out there in this race as they disappear out of our sight down towards the Brundle left-hander, the Nelson right-hander. Short shoot up to the bomb hole, which they're navigating now as some of the markers for leaders already back around Corum's and into Murray's. Now we've seen a little bit of action there.
It looks like somebody's going slowly on the outside of Corum.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on that one.
I think I recognise which bike that is, and it's the same person who might have had trouble with his R7 earlier, as over the line we go then. And it is Harris R ahead of Harris B, Naj J, Costin S, Noble. Go on, mate.
Steve Costin up the inside of James Naj as they went into Riches at the end of lap number 1, start of lap number 2. And as you said, it is unfortunately Mitch Ducran who's going to be returning back to the paddock very shortly, unfortunately.
He's having a wretched day after a decent day yesterday where he picked up a podium in this race, and of course both the Super Twin wins, but all of a sudden the Super Twin went west on him, and the Mini-Twin is not playing the game either, so I don't know who he's upset, but unfortunately for Mitch, he's having a torrid time of it as Ronnie continues to lead Bill as they make their way up towards Agostini's. They'll come out of there and charge up. Yeah, the Harris brothers, the Chipping Norton pairing. You can see Steve Costin still having that good battle with James Narge for the third place. It's going Narge's way at the moment. And behind them, again, quite a bit of a gap actually, but that's the rookie battle. That's Jack Noble and Rob Bryant. Very impressive, the pair of them. And I think this could be one of those classic go down to the last kind of race of the year kind of battles.
Jack Bettis and Alfie Garrett coming from the back of the grid. They made up 15 and 13 positions respectively. So Jack Bettis from 25th on the grid, ahead of row number 9.
And we've got a yellow flag showing down there at Oggie's, I think that
Somebody's just rejoining the track now, doing a bit of grass tracking. It's the ABR festival this weekend, but not here.
Jack Bettis setting from the back of the grid. You're right, very impressive. Another one of our customers at Sports Bike Shop in Harlow. He came pop by on Wednesday to pick up a nice new Alpine Star suit, so thank you for your business, Jack.
Just had the yellow flag going in towards Brundles, and green flags showing on the exit of Nelson's as well. So whether someone's just outbraked themselves down the back straight or not, we'll await confirmation on that one.
Looks like Fernley, Jordan and Boys all a bit late, and Barrett 38 time.
Yeah, Barrett went about 10 seconds slower in the first split. So side by side across the line between the brothers.
I was about to say Bill went quicker than Ronnie in the first second, and he's now taken over the front, running only by 0.003 of a second, so nothing in it. It's a 2:03.528 on the first flying lap there by Bill Harris, ahead of Ronnie Harris, James Narge, Steve Costin. Then it's Jack Noble, who's now managed to get Will Howarth and Jack Bettis between between himself and the other rookie, Connor Wolf, who's moving up very nicely indeed, because he moves up past Rob Bryant. Brandon Wibley is the fourth man in the rookie mini-twins, and the second, third and fourth are running 8th, 9th and 10. Dan Sales, Kev Lilly, then it's Priestley, Garrett. That's Alfie Garrett, the youngster. He would have been from the back of the grid as well, because I think he had a bit of a DNF yesterday. Then it's Fernley, Lindsay, Parsons, Johnson, Eagling, Healy, Elliott, Durant, Barrett and S. Fernley. Out in front though, which of the Harris boys is choosing to lead at this stage?
It's Bill Harris at the moment on bike number 1, but his brother Ronnie, number 660, is not too far away from him. There's only 3,000 separating them across the line, but the fastest lap at the moment goes to the race leader of Bill Harris, but they're Brown Williams and onto the back straight very shortly. And it looks like, is that Will Howard, who's got Jack Noble for very close company as to go round the right-hander of Oggies. Jack Bettis will be in the mix there as well somewhere. Kev Lilly from the back of the grid, he's up to 12th overall, 8th in class, because there are 4 rookie riders in front of him who are all inside the top 10. Jack Noble 5th overall, 2-minute 8.848, and I think you said there the rookie lap record of 2-minute 5.801.
Well, Ronnie Harris has taken the lead once again. I think he out-dragged his brother down the back straight there and chose to overtake him into Brundles, but the two of them are pretty much nose to tail as they come around Corums here. You can see the white helmet of Ronnie just out in front. Is Bill going to have a look at him, or is he going to bide his time, keep his powder dry? Big gap between the top 2 and the next pair, and again from the next pair back to that really close battle. A bit of a chatter on the radio. We'll pick that up in a moment as the leaders come across the line, and it is Ronnie who's being towing along Bill. Bill has a look at the inside, but Ronnie's got the better line there. James Nage has come across the line, and he's got a big gap all of a sudden between himself and Steve Costin. So Steve's had a bit of a nightmare lap there or something, has he? Or not quite sure what's happened there. Jack Noble in 5th place. Oh, we got somebody down at the bomb hole, not an unexpected place there, and we think that is the rookie mini-twin of Rob Bryant, disappearing stage left. So unlucky stuff for Bryant now. It looks like the rider's up and away and absolutely fine as the marshals go out there to collect the machine and get closely covered. So chopping and changing. We do see the rookie mini-twins always do very well when they're racing against the main mini-twin class. Certainly Jack Noble has been very much the class of the field. So time to look at the lap times. I think the fastest lap of the race so far is Bill Harris being towed along by his brother there at 2:03.528. So a little bit more to chisel away, still about 7/10 of a second. Fastest lap for the rookies, I think we're in the 2:06s and we need to be in the 2:05s there. Connor Wolf 2:08 for him as he moved past Brandon Wibley into second. Alfie Garrard now 4th of the rookies, albeit back in 12th place. A little bit of chopping and changing throughout the field there as a few people make mistakes. So Rob Bryant being the biggest drop, of course, as he disappears out of the field. Ronnie and Bill are already tripping the timing beam over the back there. Once again, Bill a little bit quicker in the first sector, but he, according to the timing screen, he has retaken the lead. We'll get visual confirmation of that very shortly when they come around Corums, and that is indeed the one with the black helmet out in front. Here comes Ronnie for the inside move. No, he's not going to risk it for a biscuit there. He's going to tow his brother up the front straight. They're still going to have another 3 laps of this action before the checkered flag finally calls an end to proceedings. Over the line they go. Last time they were separated by 0.093. This time they're pretty much nose to tail at 0.163. Nothing special as far as the lap times go there. The magic 2:02 bracket hasn't quite been broken. James Nage looking safe in that 3rd place, 4 3/4 seconds ahead of Steve Costin. Here comes the next battle though, and that is Jack Bettis, who moves past Will Howarth, who's really not gelling here, and he's the lap record holder in the rookies.
Certainly is, but Will Howarth went back up the inside of Jack Bettis on the approach towards Riches, so the man on bike number 96, Will Howarth, is back up into 5th position ahead of number 27 Jack Bettis, who of course, let's not forget, came from the back of the grid on that number 27 blue Suzuki.
Alfie Garrett still rolling along in 4th place. Kev Lilly goes past on Dan Sales to move into the top 10. He's now got the rookies ahead of him of Noble, Wolf and Wibley. Rest of the field coming past. Barrett going past on Elliott there as well, just to make up a place, a lowly place, but hey, better to be 20th and 21st at the end of the day.
So the brothers of Bill and Ronnie Harris around Williams and heading towards the back straight. Then it is James Nudge, who, as we said before the race got underway, he's had a 5th and a 4th. Now he's going one better, holding 3rd, as Jack Bettis has punched his way back through again on Will Howarth. But Will's looking to try and cut underneath Jack on the approach to Williams. But Jack Bettis has got that inside covered and holds on to 5th place as they go down the back straight. There goes Simon Fernley, bike number 17, who is having a good weekend so far. He's 6th of the rookie mini twins at the moment, but he has taken a 4th and a 7th so far this weekend.
So once again, brothers Harris come into view very shortly, and they're going to have a back marker to play with, such as their pace. You've got one of the rookie riders just in front. It is still Bill leading Ronnie. He'd love to put one over on his brother. Let's not forget it was Bill who was the first of the Harris brothers to win a mini twin racer last year, I think at Donington. So back marker over the line. Here come the flying pairing of the brothers, 0.163 last time, and Ronnie not able to pull out on his brother again. Maybe he's waiting for the hurry-up flag to come out to decide things. He does go quicker in the second sector, pretty much the same gap of 0.15. James Nudge, steady Eddie there, consistent 205s every single lap from the man who's done the F900 Cup, and there's a challenge there, mate.
That's Will Howarth at the inside of Jack Bettis again. He loves that move, does Will Howarth. He's done it once, now he's done it twice on Jack Bettis. As across the line there goes Kev Lilly ahead of the 140 of Dan Sales, and Kev Lilly coming from the back of the grid. He is in 10th position overall, but 7th in the MRO Mini Twins, so good stuff for Kev.
Fair play to Jack Bettis. Bear in mind he did come from the back of the grid after giving his nice new Alpine Star leathers a bit of a workout yesterday. That's the trouble with new leathers, they do tend to have a habit of being attracted to tarmac, and yep, they're nose to tail, Howarth and Bettis as they anchor up for Agostini's. A little bit too far, challenge the main podium positions as James Nars now goes past the back marker into Oggies. So Steve Crofton not in a position to challenge the podium like he did yesterday. And Bill Harris still showing as leading down the back straight. Will Ronnie pull out and go for a bit of a slipstream move? The timing beam doesn't change. So it is still Bill from Ron through Nelson's. And we've got something at the bomb hole. And maybe to the other rider. Yeah, that's right.
So they're going around the far end of the circuit, through the left, right of Brundles and Nelson's, round the bomb hole now and on towards Corrams, where they're into our sight, and it is still the 141 of Bill Harris, who's had 2 second places so far this weekend, only beaten by his brother on both occasions. They're round Murray's and onto the centre straight for the penultimate time, because the last lap flag is now going out, and last time around it was 0.156 of a second between Bill and Ronnie, but here comes Ronnie. He's in the slipstream, and this could well be the time that he decides to go.
I reckon he's going to save it to the back straight. He knows his brother well. Obviously, these two have raced together very closely indeed, and they're pretty much matching each other as far as lap times go there. A 204.119 against a 204.082 is pretty much as close as you're going to get. The gap 0.119 as well. I think Ronnie's going to stalk his brother and choose his moment. I think he doesn't want to overtake him before they get to the back straight, because that's where you're at the most vulnerable, really, isn't it? Because that long back straight, the slipstream works. And no, Bill's going to try and open the taps and go away. Yeah, no, you're right, absolutely. Spotter in here, Imp Racing is just saying that as big a gap as we've seen in the entire race, and you do wonder if another 2 back markers might have a play in this towards the end, maybe as late as Corrams. We'll have to see. A couple of rookie riders, slow rookie riders, having their own private little Idaho there as they're going to catch them. Well, they should catch them on the straights with any luck. I'd hate them to get tangled up. Yeah, Bill Harris is pushing on as hard as he dare. I bet you we're going to see a purple from one of these two. Could this be the lap that we see the lap record tumbling? It's still quite windy out there, but the temperature is playing nicely as Matt Weatherall texts us a little bit earlier. Onto the straight we go. The rookies having their own little battle, and Bill has broken the toe. Ronnie's not close enough to pick up anything of a slipstream, so his brother has got the advantage. If he can punch his way past those back markers early in the piece and maybe put them between himself and his brother, this could be a convincing win for Bill.
It looks like Ronnie didn't quite get past them, but Bill did. So they're through into the second split, and he's only 200 second away from the purple first sector, but Bill Harris, I think he's used the back markers to his advantage there, and that has opened it up to over half a second now. Ronnie Harris will not be close enough to challenge his brother as they go in towards Murray's for the final time, and I think Bill knows it because he found his way through on the tail ender. So as they come out of Murray's onto the centre straight for the first time this weekend, Keith, we're going to have a change of the race winner.
Yeah, we sure are. It's going to be the younger Harris who takes the win. Well done, Bill. He'll be very happy with that. Comes across the line nearly half a second ahead of his brother. That's as big a gap as we've seen. Lap record stays safe for another race at least, Mr. Twyford. I don't know if you're here or you're listening at home, but your lap record is safe for now, David, so that's one less they haven't grabbed from you. James Nage, good performance from James there in third place. Good to see him back on the podium ahead of Steve Costin, who'll be disappointed to have missed out. The Bettis Howarth battle does indeed go the way of Will Howarth, but fair play to Jack Bettis. He's done a great job from the back of the grid. Jack Noble does indeed take the win in the rookie mini twins, but it is a silver medal there for Connor Wolfe and a bronze for Brandon Wibley. Kev Lilly rounds out your top 10 ahead of Dan Sales. Then Alfie Garrett from the back of the grid will earn himself a slightly better position for the next race as well. Priestley's next across the line, then Lindsay, Fernley, Parsons, and the rest of the runners and riders. So, well done to Bill Harris. He's definitely kept us very entertained there. As we move on to the longest race of the day, this one is going to be a 10-lapper because it is the Seaton Tuning Power Bikes who are out for their one and only event of the day. The big boys had two races yesterday. They alternate with the 600s. Now one of them has both of them had two races, and hello